Well, good morning. I'm Kieran Siemens, and this is where I need to be today. I need to be right here. My ink, me, some drawing, pure and simple. So if that sounds good, come and join my day. It's going to be a bit of fun, just exploring the drawings and having a chat. Sounds good? Come into my inky world. Well, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to some inky madness. This is what we all enjoy. We all enjoy a nice good scribble. And I'm really excited about today's drawing. As always, there's no plan, there's no sketches, there's no bits of dried ink, but that's about it. So we just start and we just kind of get a feeling about something, and we draw what we just, I don't know, whatever comes up. Sometimes I just like to start it off with a nice big kind of inky splash of some sort, and that's sometimes nice. Let's try one on this side too. You see how similar they are. Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. That's a very interesting start. Gives us something to think about. Gives us something to change the direction so we don't get too wrapped up in the same process. And a lot of times with drawing, a lot of times with art, you will start off with the same little circle and the same little second circle, and you get into patterns. And sometimes this, for me, is just a beautiful way to change things up. And change it up in a way that you don't have to think. You just have to make it up as you go along. And the process with that I find refreshing. Because if I'm doing an illustration for a book, and it's very important that I get it right and get the percentages of the character and the proportions and the expression and everything right. And it's so nice just to break away and just make it up. Feel it. Just let loose. And I almost kind of feel like, in a strange way, that I've drawn ears on the side there. And I've done a lot of cats before, but it does kind of give me this feeling of a nice big square, chunky, devilish cat almost. And the way that I use my line is that I try to separate the mundane. I separate the bland old. I see so many people drawing, and I don't think they feel the drawing. I feel they just put down a line and they drag it along, and they don't feel it like that. When you do that, what it does, it gives you this gift. Like here, I can already see that's the eyeball looking at me. And that tells me where I should go. That's the direction that this drawing wants me to go. And that, for me, is where, oh, look, I'm not even doing anything to it now. Look at that. And that is my eye coming in there. Look at that. How fantastic is that? And I can go up there and put some little hairs maybe in that to kind of give it that kind of feeling of a menacing kind of look. But the eyeball is there. It naturally, accidentally came. And that, for me, is everything in this drawing. The way that the drawing comes out of the paper. And I've watched so many great artists sometimes are drawing there and they're dragging it around. They're dragging it around. And, and for me, I kind of get a bit bored. And the way that I'm trying to draw for myself here, and this is basically a selfish drawing. It's selfish kind of journey, if you want. Let's just check my things. It's all about the feeling of it. And as I feel the line, I feel everything, it kind of gives me such a lovely freedom. A freedom from what is expected. I could draw those wrinkles on his eyes all the way down to the bottom there, and I would still feel great by the difference of the line, the weight of the line, by bringing in a nice thick line there to add to the weight of that skin. And that for me is just everything. I love it. It gives me this freedom of just enjoying what I'm doing. And I find that my mind just goes away from all the expected things that I should do with this drawing. Yeah, I could put down a big splash of green if I wanted. Why? Why not? And this kind of journey of kind of finding it as I draw, for me, makes it such a pleasure. And that is such a great feeling, just to be able to scribble something down. Don't work in that line. Scribble it down. Feel it. Feel each different line. Feel each different thing. And what I want to do here is I kind of really want to do a very different eye. I almost kind of feel like this eye has been in a fight. This eye is kind of like, this eye's got this kind of feeling of like it's been wounded. Maybe he can't even see out of it. Maybe it's like a glass eye. Wouldn't that be amazing on the character? It's a cat with a glass eye. He's been in so many battles. That glass eye is just staring. And that already gives me if I was a cat and I was coming up into kind of mooching around in the gardens and maybe walking around at night, and I came across this cat. Man, he's staring at me. With that big glass eye. A glass eye, what a fabulous twist on this drawing. And that kind of gives me this feeling of like, no way would anybody else want to fight this cat. He's just like, he's like the Mike Tyson of cats. I used to watch a lot of boxing with my dad. And we would kind of get our tea and toast and stuff and sit down and watch the Mike Tyson fight. And I remember the beginning of one where his eyes are just moving back and forth and he's just staring and he's just looking at that guy and just straight on like man, you knew trouble was coming. And that's exactly what's happening here with this cat. He's just got this kind of stare of like, I'm gonna take you apart. You see this eye? It's just the beginning of it. You've got no idea how crazy I am behind that eye. What a beautiful character. What a beautiful insight into the beast. That is lovely. And I'm so happy to be here to do these drawings. See now, even this part here, one line changed the whole character. The mouth, the expression, down, smiling, kind of cool and sneaky. What is it going to be? And that would just change everything about this character. You know? Wow, man, I love it. Look at that. And I'm going to give him a tooth. One big gnarly big tooth there. These teeth are just there just as a reminder how deadly this cat can be. He's got stuff in his past that has changed him, that has made him this creature. And that's gorgeous. That's just absolutely gorgeous. I bring that down because I want to have a lip. I want to have a forced kind of wrinkle, you know. And I'll bring that down from there. Ooh, yeah. And when you're drawing, feel that line and put the weight down and put the gentle. Make sure there's a difference on your line. Make sure you can see the difference between this line and this line. Look at that. That's just beautiful. The way that ink fell down to kind of give that gnarly feeling that excites me so much. Get in there and put some little whisker holes, whatever you call them. I'm sure they've got a technical name. Look at that. Just going in there and rubbing some of that. Rubbing it down just to kind of give it a slight kind of greyness to it. And also that kind of slight, oh, excuse me. Is that still running? Yes, it is. That slight kind of greying out there kind of dulls things down, kind of gives it a deeper feeling to it. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm just going to gently drag. I'm just going to gently, almost not even touching the paper. I feel those little whiskers coming in. Just dragging them on there so gently that it almost not even touching it with the fingers. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. And the same on the other side. Just giving this kind of very kind of bent up, buckled up feeling to him. Now we've got this thing here with the body. Am I going to squeeze the body in? Am I going to make him short and mean? Or am I going to just drag it all the way out and make him tall and elegant? Well, we haven't got to that part yet. But I feel like there, I've stopped. Do you see the way I've stopped? Those two lines have stopped almost exactly at that point. And that point is saying he needs a collar of some sort. And I'm gonna get that brush back in here because I wanna feel that brush, that collar break through there. I wanna feel the way it kind of cuts down through there. Lovely. And that divides everything off, giving me this whole kind of different depth with the thin little whiskers and then the big thick collar. Gives me so much character building into it. And what I'm going to try to do here is I left a little gap there because I want to have like a little name tag to it. What name are we going to give this beast? Let's call him Diamond. I don't know why, but I don't know where that name come from, but it's just sitting in my brain, you know. My second brain is shouting, Diamond, 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 call him Diamond. And as usual with your second brain, there's never any kind of explanation about it. It's just like this calling, this kind of childish calling in the back of your head. And we have to listen to that childish calling. That's what gets us in all this trouble. That's what gets us in all this trouble. That childish side of it. Now I need a claw. I gotta draw a nice big gnarly claw on him. Oh yes. And sometimes this kind of thick and thin with my nibs sometimes just kind of kills them really, but it's all about the line. It's all about the line. It's all about the excitement and the beauty that comes across when you're putting those lines down. Look at that. Beautiful. We'll get in there and do some nice little thin, gentle lines there just to kind of break up the feeling of it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Isn't that lovely? Lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. I love that. So, this is Diamond the cat. And he is getting his, like he's almost kind of getting all his fighting gear ready, kind of like like this type of feeling. I'm diamond. That type of feeling, you know, and we're just getting in there and putting those claws in there for him. So get into feeling your drawing, feeling every line on it. And you feel like such a... You know, when I sit down after the drawing, I just feel like... I just like melt into my chair, you know. It's like... like I just had like the greatest kind of like guru kind of yoga session or something like that, you know. It's like one of the greatest feelings on earth, you know. I should do these kind of mental drawing sessions where people just come and just like do thick and thin lines all day long, you know. Take a big brush and you just go whack, and then take a little one and then draw that little thing, you know, just to get all the feelings that each line brings. Lovely. He's got his tiny little arms. I love it. That feels so nice. That's a lovely, lovely character. Lovely. Let's get some little... I want to get a little texture. Put a little bit of a texture onto the necklace. That's lovely. I almost kind of feel like there needs to be like a little bugs or something around him. You know, like even the bugs are a little bit kind of worried about him, you know. Beautiful. And then it comes to that important part of the day when you sign your drawing. How beautiful is that feeling? Getting in there and just putting down your name. Have any of you been over to my shop yet? Have any of you had a look to tell me what is missing? What should I do with my shop? What would you like to see in my shop? Because it's kind of like our shop, you know? It's like, there's no point in me putting up stuff that I like. I want to kind of start putting up stuff that you guys like, you know? So give me some help here. What would you like to see in there? Would you like to see some of the drawings? Would you like to see the drawings as prints? Would you like to see them as postcards, t-shirts? What would you like to see? It's really important for me to know that. It's really important that you guys are a part of it. You know? Lovely. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful feeling in that drawing. There's so much there. There's so much to talk about. There's so much feeling in that line work. And that is Diamond. Diamond the Dangerous Cat. That's what the title's going to be. I love it. I love the way his arms are like that kind of feeling, you know. It's like, I'm gonna fight somebody. Who's brave enough to come and fight me? Lovely. So, this is the end of today's drawing. If you enjoyed today's drawing, please send me a comment and tell me what you think. What did you think about that diamond? What did you think about his feeling? What did you think about the drawing? What did you think about anything? Send me a message. Tell me what you feel. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. It always helps me. It makes me feel like you're there. And that's always a good feeling. Have a fantastic day. Keep drawing. Keep drawing. Keep drawing. Keep drawing. And that is today's drawing. And I think it's kind of beautiful. I really do like it. I can't stop touching it now. You see, I'm kind of getting my fingers all dirty here and kind of rubbing in bits of ink that I've got wet across the top of the pen and stuff like that. Yeah. Like kind of rubbing it all together, getting in there and just kind of rubbing in some. Oh, you could spend all day drawing it, all day feeling it and touching it. And so, thank you for today. I will see you again here tomorrow. Be there. Be there or be super square. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.